So I'm back with another video. Hi again, welcome if it's your first time. Today's video is going to be hopefully super informative. I'm trying to make sure this video is what would help someone who's getting a breast reduction or wants to get a breast reduction, because I was on YouTube non-stop before I got my breast reduction 2 years ago. It was July 2019, and a lot of videos helped me. So I wrote down some questions of what I was looking for in videos that I would watch, and I tried to find some photos of before my surgery and right after my surgery, and then like once I was healed. I don't know where all my photos went from before my surgery. Well, at least on my phone. I'm sure I have some on my computer, but I was able to find like one or two before the surgery, so hopefully that helps. So yeah, my surgery was July 2019. Before the surgery I was size 36G or H. Honestly, I'm not even sure, because like I was just so over my boobs that I would never want to get measured. Like I hated it. Like I hated it so much. So I basically just wore whatever bras I had, and it was just like so uncomfortable. Like I was just over it. Like I was like, I need this now. I told my mom that I wanted it, and I'm pretty sure she realized that I wasn't joking. So we got it taken care of ASAP. So yeah, I went in 36G or H, around there. I asked for a 36, well, not a 36C, but the number doesn't matter. I asked for a C cup. Like I said, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I really want a reduction, because like it was to the point where it's not that I would cover up so much, but I was just like so annoyed that like I couldn't wear certain things. It was just frustrating. And I felt like they made me look bigger than I am, which was one of the things that I realized as soon as I got the surgery. Like it made me look like smaller for whatever reason, which I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, so I told my mom. My mom was at the time working at Cornell in the city. So I actually met with the surgeon before I got my letter for my PCP. I went to the surgeon and I was like telling her my concerns or whatever. She looked at like my size just to make sure that like there's a good reason to get the surgery. And then from there, I made the appointment that day, because I was like, I'm not about to like wait any longer and then have to wait even longer for the actual surgery date. So that day I went to see the surgeon. I made the appointment, and then I think within like the next week or so I went and saw my PCP so that I could get like the letter from her, because you do need that. So she already knew what it was. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure I went and saw my my surgeon March of 2019, and then the surgery was scheduled for July of 2019. Yeah, it was pretty chill. So the day of surgery, I obviously couldn't eat, I think starting at midnight that night before, and then going in, it was pretty chill. So I'm really bad with surgery, so I freaked out regardless. So I'm not even gonna go into the details of that, because I'm just like really bad when it comes to surgery. I panic. But yeah, so I undressed and everything. The surgeon marked my chest up, and honestly, this might be TMI, or this might be like weird, but like I would never show anyone my boobs. Like I would always make sure I'm covered when I'm getting dressed, like even in front of my mom. So that day my mom was with me, and that was the first time she ever saw me, because I was panicking. So she was there with me, and she actually started crying, because she was like, wow, like I really see why you want it. Like she understood what was going on. Now I really want to insert some before photos, but I don't know if YouTube is gonna flag them. So I'm going to show you a before photo right now. All right, so in this photo I am obviously wearing this tank dress or whatever. On my shoulder, you can see how my bra strap is literally digging into my shoulder, because my boobs were just that heavy. And then you can just tell from the shape, like they were just so big. And then my right one was probably like 2 times the size of my left one. Like it was so bad. You can't really tell in the photo, but I would be able to tell when I would like get undressed and everything. And then this photo, black is slimming, but I feel like it doesn't really hide my boobs, and you can clearly see that my right one is larger than my left one. Like I was just so over it, so they had to go. So boom, I got the surgery. Now let me talk about recovery. So recovery, the surgery, they say it takes like, I think 3 to 4 hours. For whatever reason, mine took a little over 4 hours. I think it was like 4.5 hours. There wasn't any complications. It just took longer. So basically the surgeon did, I think it's called a T incision or an anchor. It's an anchor incision. So basically she cut around my nipple, went down, and then she went under my boob. Coming out of the surgery, I obviously did not feel anything. I was sent home with pain meds being Oxy, and there was another medication, but I don't remember what the medication was. Of course, like, I had the option to just take Tylenol extra strength instead of the Oxy, but honestly, that first like week or two going to sleep, I would take the Oxy because I didn't want to feel anything in my sleep. I wanted to sleep peacefully. I did have to sleep sitting up. I'm pretty sure I didn't sleep on my side or my stomach for maybe like a month, maybe 2 months. I probably have that all messed up. I feel like 2 months max. And then I was sent home with drains. So let me show you. So in this photo, this is the bra I was sent home with. It was like a nylon material, and I'll get into that in a few minutes because I actually had an allergic reaction to it. So as you can see, I have this nylon bra, like it's like kind of like a sports bra that has Velcro on the front, and then there's padding on my nipple from where she went around my nipples. Well, that's like, I guess, blood and stuff, whatever. Now on the bottom you see the 2 drains. So I had those drains in for I think a week or maybe a week and a half, and I would have to empty them. Well, my mom would empty them for me because I just could not do it. I was just like so grossed out. So my mom would empty it out for me, and we would have to log how much was draining for, I guess, medical reasons. Like if it's too much, it's an issue. So yeah, those 2 drains were in me for a week. I probably didn't shower. I was scared to shower for a while, like fully shower. Once I got the drains out, I was told I could shower with the bandage, with the steri strips over my incisions, but honestly, I was kind of like scared, so I didn't. It was more like a bird bath. But yeah, those rings had the drains attached to it so that I couldn't like really pull it by accident or whatever. And yeah, it was just me and my drains, really. Yeah, so I ended up having an allergic reaction to that bra. For whatever reason, it wasn't immediately though. It was like a couple days. No, it was like maybe by the time I went for my 1 week post-op, I had a really bad allergic reaction. I actually have no idea why. But it was like my boobs were just like all red and itchy. I had to take a Benadryl because it was really that bad. So at that point, I switched bras. Now, the bras that I switched to, I still have to this day. I'm gonna pull up a photo of them. I switched to these Fruit of the Loom front closure bras because they're cotton, so it was more breathable and my skin just liked it more. I got so many of the nude. I think I have a couple grays. I got a lot of blacks and all that. I still have them to this day. Like, I love those bras. I really don't know why. But they're just like so comfortable, and they had enough support for after the surgery, because after you get a reduction, you do need some type of support. You can't be without a bra for, I don't know, I forgot how long, and you also can't wear anything with underwire. Now, once I got the clear to wear underwire, I barely believe in bras. Like, well, I guess I still do believe in bras, but like, I'm not really pressed by wearing bras. Like, before, I was so self-conscious that I would always wear a bra. Like, it was just so bad. But yeah, so I switched to those Fruit of the Loom cotton ones. I told my doctor what I switched to. She said those are perfect. They're great. I got them from Amazon, and then I know that Walmart actually has them as well, because I went to Walmart and I actually saw them. It wasn't planned, and I just picked up some. So yeah, so I would sleep sitting up. I'm like all over the place. I'm trying to remember everything. I would sleep sitting up. I would take the Oxy at night. And then, okay, so during the day, so by the time I would wake up, the Oxy wasn't really active, I feel like. So I feel like I barely popped any Tylenol strength, extra strength pills too. So it was just like I was chilling. I did pretty much stay in bed all day though, because it was just like so tight. It wasn't even like hurting. It was just like so tight, and maybe uncomfortable is the word, but pain was very minimal. Now, when I got the surgery, they give you this disclaimer that with the surgery you might not be able to breastfeed, but they also say like you not being able to breastfeed might not have even anything to do with the surgery. Like without the surgery you might not be able to breastfeed. So it was just like a disclaimer, whatever. Now my scar, it has flattened. I haven't used any silicone strips, which maybe is a problem, but I'm not really pressed about it. So my scar is starting to flatten. It's still very much dark, but there's like some parts of it that I guess are keloided, and it's actually like a really really bad scar. It goes all the way to like from the inner part of my boob all the way to the outer part of my boob, a little past my boob. I feel like it's more like to my underarm kind of, I guess. So if you mind scars, I honestly don't know what to tell you, but I'm so happy. Like this surgery was the best decision of my life. Like I could care less about the scars. Another thing is that I'm 2 years out. I can tell you I have no sensation of my nipple. Like I can't feel anything still. When I tell you that I got this surgery and it was an instant confidence boost, it's insane. Like I wasn't expecting it. I just felt so much better about myself. I was like, wow, why didn't I do this sooner? I was able to wear so many tops that I wasn't before, like this one. Bathing suits were bomb afterward. Like it was just like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like I'm just so happy with them. Now I will say, so since the surgery I have gained weight, and getting the reduction, I will say that it does not mean that your boobs cannot grow back or anything, because I feel like my boobs have gotten a little bit bigger because I have put on weight, but obviously not to the extent that I was working with before, which is good. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Because of my size before, it was covered by insurance 100%. I feel like that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward actually. So if you're thinking about it, I 100% think you should do it. Like I really don't think, I've never heard of anyone regretting it. That's pretty much it for this video. It was really quick. It's only been like 14 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you, and I'll see you in the next video.